beautiful ones. Welcome to New Earth Magic. I am the founder of Empowered Sovereign, and in all of my videos of Empowered Sovereign, we are changing our perception because, dear ones, we have entered a new earth. Yes, we have. And this new earth is you. All right? You are the new earth, dear ones. So let's be cognizant. Let's recognize. Let's always up level and know that this life journey is a remembrance. It is coming back home. So just right now, before we begin, let's close our eyes. Begin to breathe in your life force. Yes, beautiful ones, you are the life force. When we can make the space to pause throughout our day, we are centering. We are bringing back harmony because most of us, we live busy lives. But this is a part of the journey. So we are making a space as we, right now, in this time and space on Empowered Sovereign's platform, receiving the knowledge, being open to wisdom, helping to reactivate what is already within us, because on a soul level, we already know who we are. We know our mission, and this video is a transmission. It is a space of healing. It is a space where we are connecting the dots. Yes, beautiful one. So breathe in, and as you breathe in, visualize your heart. It is pulsating. It is beating with the essence of joy, with the essence of life, of passion, with courage. As we are in Leo season, we are front and center stage. So we can take the steps that are in alignment for our highest good. Yes. Hearing divine wisdom through the intuitive whispers, seeing with enlightened eyes, and aligning to clear cognizance, which is a knowing. This is a knowing of who you are in every moment. Breathe it in. Exhale out all fear, all anxiety. As each step we take is always a step closer to the knowing of your divinity. All is well and all is divine. You can open your eyes. All right, beautiful ones. Yes, we are making the space because during this life journey, it is required to make the space. Yes, it is. And as long as we do make the space, we will be able to know, we will be able to see, and we will be able to make this Simple change in perception. Yes, it is the simple change in perception that will get you through the day, that will get you through this life journey. Because this life journey is a gift. And you, my dear, you are a gift. So, welcome to all of the new viewers to Empowered Sovereign. You have just connected, beautiful ones, to your soul. We are all here because our soul. Now, depending on what you believe about your soul, if you believe anything, just know if you have tuned in, you are right now receiving a transmission because the words that we speak are power. Okay? The space that we make helps us to align, it helps us to activate everything that is within us. And for my new viewers, you can get yourself a pen, you can get yourself a pencil, a notebook, your iPad, your computer, whatever device that you want to use so you can refer back to. Now, a lot of things that I share, as a matter of fact, all of the things that I share on my channel, they are simple practices, they are simple techniques, they are simple things that you can add to your life. Yes, this is what my soul, this is what my higher self has been telling me to tell you. Because what? I am a messenger. I wear many hats. I'm a high priestess. I'm a guide. I'm a quantum alchemist. I'm a student of life. I'm a teacher of life, a counselor, a catalyst, a lover of life. As I said, I wear many hats. And guess what? So do you. You wear many hats too, but a lot of these simple questions that I bring up on all of my videos, a lot of us, we don't ask these questions because the imprints that all of humanity has had and have imprinted within the human psyche, it tells us to not ask these questions. Yeah, it tells us to just disregard these things and to just go about this automated way of being, which I like to say automatic. You're working on an automatic system that doesn't require you to think for yourself. So in this space, we are aligning so you can think for yourself. Yes, listen to this too, dear ones. We are all supposed to heart discern everything. So everything that I am saying and telling you, you need to heart discern everything. Okay? Because I'm a messenger. But if you're not aligned to the messages that I am sharing with you, guess what will happen? It will go right over your head because you're not aligned at the moment. Now, everything that I share is simple, but as I have been sharing and will continue to share, it is the simple things that we overlook. We don't give precedence to. We don't think it's worthy. Yeah, we don't. We think that, and these are the imprints when I say this, we think that we have to do something so hard and we have to struggle and we got to just work to the bone, whatever that means. That's what we have been conditioned to believe. But I'm here to share with you in this video and in all my videos that it is about alignment. Okay, so write that word down. I tell you guys this all the time. It's about alignment. We are aligning to the true essence of what we are. Now, when I say what we are everything. It just depends where you want to guide your focus. So, for example, if a person is angry, right? Where do you think their focus is going? Their focus is going to be toward things that make them angry. Okay? So, guess what? We have free will to be angry. If you want to be angry all day long, all week long, all month long, you can be angry. But when you are being angry for however long you're being angry, such as a week or a month, see how far that gets you. Yeah, take note of that. Yeah, this is something we need to key into because we all fall into the anger category at times. And it is a normal expression when we do not remember who we are, when we don't remember that we are a divine essence, we are perfection. Yes, we are perfection. Our true essence is divine. That is what divine is. It has no egotistical connotations attached to it. You just are divine. But when we incarnate into the earth, into a place where there is polarity, which there is, we then express or we experience the perfection in the imperfection. So, us as human beings, we have imperfections about ourselves, which is normal again, but you can't beat yourself up because you're imperfect. Everyone is imperfect in their human form. Okay? That's just one aspect of ourselves. Now, I am always being told to tell you these simplistic things. And a lot of people may say, I know that. I know this. Yeah, we know all these things, but do we apply any of these things to our lives? Yeah, that's the things. That's the thing we need to know is that you can know so much. And yeah, when I say that, when I say this, I am remembering many times of myself knowing so much, but not applying it to my life. Okay? So when you don't apply the knowledge, what good is it? You see? So this is why alignment is necessary. Because when you are in alignment, that is when you will apply the knowledge to the steps of your journey. And then guess what? You can do whatever you want. All right. Like if you want to be addicted to a substance that makes you lose weight, that makes you confused in your mind, that makes you do all these things that are really opposite of your divine essence, guess what? You have the will to do so. And by the way, majority of the collective is doing this. Okay? The majority of the collective lives their lives under these conditions unknowingly. Okay? So the majority lives this way and does not know that it is living that way and that it is that there is another way. Yeah. Because you get caught up in that way and you can't see a way out. You can't see that there are other options. Yeah. You really do not see that. So again, this is why this video right now, you are viewing it because it is to align you to make a shift in your perception. Yes, perception is everything. So let's ask this question, and I ask this question a lot. How do you perceive yourself? Write that question. You can answer it now, you can answer it later. But this is homework for you. Yeah, this is homework for you. You don't have to tell anybody, or you can tell whoever you want. But how do you perceive yourself? Seriously. With this world, everything that's going on in the world, okay? We got a lot of stuff going on. We always have a lot of things going on. How do you perceive yourself? Are you a victim? Do you feel unworthy? Do you feel like you're always trying to get ahead in life and you can't seem to get a grip because maybe your will isn't strong enough? Maybe you have no direction. Maybe you're not focused. Maybe you don't know who you are. Okay, all these are possibilities. Okay, but I'm here to tell you that whatever you're going through, however you are perceiving yourself, this is the key. So you need to write that down right now. As I said, you can write your answer if you know. If you don't know how you perceive yourself in the world, I mean you, not your friend, not your mother, not your coworker, not your enemy, you. How do you perceive you? This is a very powerful question. It's a simple question, but it's a powerful question as well. Because this right here, this question will determine your path in life. And seeing that we are in Leo season, okay, the fiery essence of Leo, I'm letting you know that you can transmute whatever perception you have of yourself. Now, I don't know how you perceive yourself. I don't know if you perceive yourself unworthy. I don't know if you perceive yourself as a victim. I don't know if you even see yourself. Okay? This is the question that everybody on the planet needs to answer. Yes, you do. Because when you answer that question, as I just said, this is going to lead you. This is if you're seeking. This is if you really want to know the answer. And when you know that answer, guess what happens? You begin to take steps that's going to help you align to your true, authentic self. Now, again, most of us don't know who our true, authentic self is. Yeah, we don't. Because of the imprints that have been imprinted within all of humanity, which all of us, we all have been indoctrinated with these imprints that told us we have to be a certain way. We have to live a certain way. We have to look a certain way. We have to go to this school. We have to live in this neighborhood. We have to date this person. I have to get married by this age. I have to have this many children. You see what I'm saying? All of these things are the imprints that we have running in the back of our mind. It is background noise. Write that down. Background noise, dear ones. We can no longer allow the background noise to distract us, to deter us, to diminish us, because it all depends on how you perceive yourself. Okay? So let's just flip it now, or let's just go to the answer. I want to share with you, how do you perceive yourself? Okay. So I'm going to flip it from victim and unworthiness. Let's say you perceive yourself as a divine being. You perceive yourself as the creator. You perceive yourself as source. Yeah, write that down. Source. Seriously, write source down. Okay. And I'm deliberately not saying God, even though I just said it. Source. Write source down. Now, when you write source down, you can, whatever comes to your mind, again, this is a simple word, right? But what did I say? It is simple things that we overlook. Now, I'm saying source. So, what does source mean to you? Seriously, what does it mean to you? Does it mean anything to you? Is it just a word? Am I just speaking, you think, and all of a sudden, maybe a light bulb may pop in your head and you might say, oh, yeah, 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 like you're getting excited now. Because guess what? You should be getting excited because if you perceive yourself as source, I'm here to tell you, you are on the right path because the imprints does not want you to perceive yourself as source. Yeah. Nope. Wants you to continue wandering around aimlessly with your eyes wide open, but you're asleep. You're a sleepwalker. Okay, what else can I say we are? Because, we have so many labels and we need to explore all these labels because guess what? When I say these labels, it may trigger something within you. This is how it works. So we can be sleepwalkers. We can be zombies, right? We can be robots. Oh, yeah. I know about that. Yeah. Yeah. You're looking at a person that worked in a place. This is many years ago. And yes, I felt like a robot. I really did. So when you feel like that, any of those labels I just said, that's letting you know that you're in that system. Yeah, Lord knows I was in that system deep. I was in that system. I'm telling you, I would shake my head and say, what am I doing here? I really would. That was my higher self, always giving me aha moments. So, yeah, I was in a system and I worked in the medical field, by the way, dear ones. I think I have shared that with you guys quite often. And I loved the people. Yes, I did. I did not like the system. You see, when you don't like the system, that's your soul showing you where things aren't good, things aren't right, things are suspicious. Yeah, yeah. I'm telling you, I was in my 20s and I would shake my head. Yes, I would. And my soul, I just want to share this with you guys too. I never shared this, is that I was not a nurse. I worked in the anesthesia department, okay? And my soul led me to not become a nurse because my soul knew that my purpose, and I didn't know this then, my purpose was all about helping people to not take prescriptive medication. I didn't know that then. That's why it was so strong in me. And people would think I was a nurse because the way I guess, handled myself, the way I spoke, they thought I was a nurse. But my soul did not want me to go down that path, because if I would have gone down that path, this is just me. I'm not, throwing any shade to nurses, because let me tell you, nurses work their butts off. I used to work hand in hand in the beginning of my medical career with nurses, and then I worked hand in hand with the doctors. So yeah, I had many opportunities to go all the way, like in the nursing career, but my soul was like, no, no, no. So I'm here to share with you, I'm a foundational worker. I'm one of those people, and you may be as well. I was a foundational worker, meaning I'm helping the doctor, okay? I'm helping whatever high position in that system to keep that system strong. Wow. Yeah, as I say that, this is what I do now, but on a spiritual, natural, practical way, where we get to explore all of the aspects of the human being, the human experience. So I am still a foundational presence. I'm changing up the words. But because of all of the experience that I have had throughout my entire life, I am now leading, because I have experienced A through Z, and still continues to experience these things. It's many layers of scenarios. Yeah, I'm getting deep here. I may have lost some people, but if you're still here with me, I was talking about that we can at times be the sleepwalker. We can at times be the zombie. What? We got movies, right? Movies that zombies are walking around. Yeah, those zombies walking around is the collective. That's the message in the zombies. Robots. Yeah, I aligned with the robot. Just going to work, just getting up automatically, doing things, not thinking. But sometimes I would get a thought, and then it's like you just brush it off. You just brush it off. You know why? Because it does not align with that robotic, automatic system that is in place. When you do that, it's like you don't feel the passion in your heart, because you've been automatically doing things your entire life and not questioning it. Yeah, that was me. Yeah, that was me. And that is a lot of people, even to this day. But because we are in a new cycle, we are right now in this video learning to shift our perception of ourselves. Because when you do, you will begin to see yourself. Okay? So I don't know if you perceived yourself as a robot like I did back in the day, literally, automatically just getting up like a zombie. You just get up and you just do it. You can do it with your eyes closed. That's why I knew when I left my job, I left it twice. I left it in 2012. Okay. Then I came back. I'm trying to think, when did I come back? I think I came back in 2013. And then I stayed to 2016. And then 2016, that was it for me. I was done. Let me tell you, dear ones, in 2016, I witnessed so much spiritual warfare within people, within the workplace. It would make your head spin. Yeah. And I experienced my own divine higher self present herself. It was an essence to me because it had got so bad. And when I say so bad, it was just a lot of energy. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff happening. Yeah, I walked away. Yeah. And it was the best decision I made for myself was to walk away. And I'm glad I made that decision. But when we shift the perception of ourselves, you begin to see yourself. Yes, beautiful ones, because we all agreed to come here because on a soul level, we already knew that this life journey was a gift. But we had to agree to the amnesia. We had to agree that at times it would be a struggle. Yeah. That you will feel like you want to give up. Yeah. That many things can happen. But because of our divine true essence, this is why we all agreed to reincarnate here to experience the gift of life. And it is a gift. It is a gift. So write down perception, write down anything in your notes that will make you feel like you want to make this shift. Because on a soul level, we all know that we are in the image of the Creator, in the image of Source. We know that. We are fractals, okay? So just think of the sun. Here's another analogy. Think of the big, beautiful sun shining, right? So when that sun shines, it shines in your window. It shines in another person's window. It shines in everybody's window across the planet. So when it's shining in your window, that shine is shining on you. It is reflecting its radiance into you because you are a reflection of it. Yeah. And you feel good. I want you to take note of this as well. Now, if the sun did not rise, how do you think you would feel? Seriously. The sun is life. The sun gives all of us direction because this life journey is about cycles, cycles of the day, cycles of the month, right? Cycles of the year, seasons. There are cycles in our seasons. So we go through cycles all the time. But when you're in that automated system where you don't think about these cycles, you lose sight of the cycles. That means you lose sight of you because you are those cycles. You are the reflection, as I said, of the mighty sun that is the life force that helps every one of us get up to do what we do, right? So if there was no sun shining, I'm here to tell you, you would feel lost. And as a matter of fact, if the sun didn't rise probably for a whole week, the whole world would begin to get afraid. Yeah, I'm letting you know people would. People would think, oh, what's happening? Is the world coming to an end? Because the sun didn't rise for a week. You see what I'm saying? So these simplistic natural cycles, such as the sun rising, is everything. It is our life force. It is what helps us to get up, to have clear minds. Okay? So if the sun did not shine, we would have confusion. We would have massive hysteria. We would have massive fear. Yeah, because it's going to be something unknown to us because we are so accustomed of the sun rising every 24 hours. All right, so take note of that. So this little simple thing with the sun is everything for us. Okay, so if we didn't have the sun, I'm just letting you know. I'm just painting some scenarios that could take place because we are dependent upon that sun rising. And this is what's happening right now in the Leo season. It's because Leo is that fiery sun essence. That means Leo is giving you, giving me, giving everybody the courage, the stamina, the integrity, the resilience, okay? The strength, the will, the power to be focused, to move forward, to follow your heart, okay? Your heart, write that down too. Don't dismiss the heart, okay? Because our imprints will tell you otherwise. Who cares about the heart? And the only reason why the imprints will tell you that is because the majority of the collective has been affected in a way such as heartbreak in relationships, at the job, some kind of pain related with the heart. I mean, I can just name so many things. Your child and the mother, you have some kind of heartache there. So we witness a lot of things with the heart. So the heart goes through so much abuse. This is why in America, we witness so much heart disease, right? COPD, tachycardia, heart blocks, bradycardia, arrhythmias. What else? That we hypertension. What else? With the heart. I said heart blocks, right? We are a normal sinus rhythm is supposed to be. We're like this, right? A nice flow. This is how we're supposed to be. But when we're not in this flow, we're like this. This can be the arrhythmia. You get a choo, 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 choo. You see what I'm saying? So that's not a flow. That's like erratic. Yeah. And the reason why, many reasons, your diet, you're not doing what you love, your environment, the things you watch on TV, you're fearful. Yeah, you got background fear telling you, don't do this, don't go there, don't say this. All of these things, it's so much stuff going on that it can cause all of that. But when we can pause, like we're doing right now, when we can deep breathe in, and then with your mouth open, just exhale out, releasing, saying, all is well, all is divine. I am a divine human made in perfection. Just breathe it in. Just pause. That's all we have to do is pause. Something as simple as that. I say that all the time because that right there is everything. Okay? I'm always going to tell you to pause and to breathe. Slow it down. Slow it down. Don't rush. Because right now we are shifting their perception of ourselves because we are divine beings. Yes, you are. You wouldn't be here. And you're a master. Yeah, I like to tell you that too because you are a master. Everyone on earth is a master. Okay? Master to master. Okay? Why? Okay, this is a little hypothetical. I love to give these hypotheticals because it gives perspective to the life journey. So, why do you think a master would go through? Now, I love talking about addiction because to me, that's one of the most energetic expressions that it takes a hold of you. It takes control of you. You're not in control anymore. That thing that you are addicted to is in control. Okay? So whether it's drinking, whether it's smoking anything, whether it is spending money, whether it is you're a sex addict, what else? Whether you are pessimistic, okay? I don't have any more fingers, at least on this hand. But I share the addiction one because a person can be addicted to something for 30 years and experience the lows. I mean, the lows, like you lost your house, you lost your job, you lost your self respect, you lost your dignity, you lost everything. But you're always going to find some way to get that substance that you're addicted to. Yeah, you're going to get it some kind of way. Okay. If that's not mastery, I don't know what is. Okay. So when that person goes through all of that for so many years, now some people, they wake up, they get tired, they get exhausted, and they're like, okay, I got to make a change. I got to do something. So when you say that you have to do something, that means you are now allowing for a new experience to come in and you can make a change. And guess what happens? A lot of people make the change. And then when they make that change, it's like they do a complete, is it 360? No, they can't do a 360 because they'll end up in the same place. So you do what? A 120, right? 120 is half of 360, right? Am I correct? Wait, 6. And 6 is 12. I don't know if I'm doing the math right, but half of that, I don't know if it's 120 or 150. So when you do that, you allow yourself to change. Yeah. Because guess what? Every one of us, we are creatures of habit. We get caught up in habitual habits. It's an energy. And if you allow yourself to be a part of that for so many years, that's what's going to happen to you. And that is what happens to all of us until we speak it in our life about changing. Then we allow for a change to come. So speaking our truth is very powerful. Okay? So as I said, that is what the master does. The master can go through all of that and then turn around, get itself clean from that substance and become a completely different version that has nothing to do with substances because your old version consumed itself with so much substance or substances that you don't even want to see another substance. You see what I'm saying? So that is what the master does. And it goes toward anything in life. So the master can shift just like that if he or she chooses to. Okay? So we are shifting our perception today, learning that we chose to come here, right? We chose to be our best version. We are no longer making excuses. We are no longer pointing the finger. We are no longer judging. Mhm. We are no longer hiding. Why hide? You can't hide from yourself. It's pretty funny. A lot of people try to hide. You can't do it. You just cannot do it. It is not possible. Because what did I say? We, the collective, we encompass the whole, everything from A to Z. It just depends where you want to reside on that scale. Yeah, it's a scale, it's a spectrum. So wherever you decide to reside, that's where you decide to reside. And that's the vibration that you will be pulsating out so others can feel, others can see your vibration. Yeah, beautiful ones, let me tell you, we are all powerful beyond measure. But if you perceive yourself to be a victim, if you perceive yourself to be nothing, if you perceive yourself to be unworthy of what I said you are, which is a divine presence, essence, perfection, source, then what's going to happen? Right? What's going to happen? So we have to. This is if you want to make a shift, if you want to stay, if you are in that expression of victimhood and unworthiness, if you want to stay there, you can stay there. But I'm here to tell you, you are the master. So if you are in that victimhood right now, I'm letting you know, whenever you're ready to get out of victimhood, all you have to do is shift that perception and start speaking your truth. That is it. Because what did I say? Our words are powerful beyond measure. You are powerful beyond measure. Do you hear me? I mean, really. Everything that I am saying here is to align what is already encoded within you. You are the greatest computer. You are a satellite. You are an antenna. You are a receiver and a transmitter of information. Now, I consider myself an energy weaver. I already said, I told you I'm a messenger, a guide. But we are all creators. We are all transmitters and receivers. So when you learn about the chakras, okay, and we receive through our crown chakra. Listen, dear ones, there's no mistake. When we were all infants, right, we had a space at the top of our head. What do you think that space was there for, huh? That was so our essence can come into the vessel, okay? That was so the wisdom, all of what is encoded in us can come down into us because we are it in a vessel. So you are intelligence. Write that down. So if anyone watching this video thinks that they're the victim and they're unworthy, I'm letting you know right now, you are intelligence. Write that down right now. Okay? I want you to know that. You are intelligence. Okay? I'm not talking no book smart. No, I'm not talking none of that mess. Yeah, mess. Anybody can go read a book, right? But if you don't apply, like I said earlier, if you do not apply that knowledge to your life, what good is it? You can read a million books and don't make changes in your life. Okay? So I'm not talking about book smart. I'm talking about intelligence. Intelligence, applying it to your life. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So I'm here to tell you every single person on this planet is intelligent. We just perceive. There you go. There's that word perceive again. That's the key word. We all perceive in different ways. So if you perceive, like I said, yourself as that victim, what does that say? That means you have already given up. You have given up your power to the system that told you you were a victim. And I'm telling you that you're not a victim. Okay? I'm telling you that you are that satellite, right? That you are the power, right? That you are a transmitter and a receiver. You are a alchemist, a catalyst, a student, a teacher, yeah, a counselor. You are all of that wrapped into one. But the imprints, do not want you to know that. Now, when I say the imprints, as I said, it is the systems that all of us have been indoctrinated into believing. Yeah, to believe these things. But I'm here to tell you, you are an intelligent force that right now can change your life just like that. That's your power. But we have to stay in that energy. This is where I come in. This is where many other messengers and guides and high priestesses and psychics and mediums, people who are working for the light, because you are the light. Yeah, see, you probably didn't even know that you were the light. Every one of us is the light. And every one of us was created in the darkness. We were created in that void of darkness, which is the black void of nothingness. That is where we all have come from, if you want to say coming from. That dark void space is everywhere. So what does that say? We're everywhere. That's our true essence. But because we knew and we know that on a soul level that we're everywhere, the nothingness is everywhere, this is where we collectively wanted to experience this life. And hence, here we are. We are here in a new cycle. In this new cycle to create our own reality. Okay? To not allow illusions, even though when I say illusions, this whole reality is really an illusion. It's a dream. It's a dream, and then it's real. It's a dream, and then it's real. I know it's like I'm contradicting, but this is us. Because also I have shared When you go to sleep tonight, what is really happening? You're allowing the physical body to rest, to repair itself. But your true nothingness essence is always awake. Okay? You never sleep. You never cease to exist. See, a huge portion of the collective does not like to talk about that part. It freaks them out. And the reason why it freaks them out is because of imprints. The imprints told all of us to not believe in such things, to do this, to do that, whatever. I'm not going to get all into the specifics about that because we're talking some true stuff here that a lot of people find uncomfortable. Well, those days are long gone. Let me just tell you, if you feel uncomfortable, that's a good thing. Keep feeling uncomfortable. Keep feeling it. Because when you feel uncomfortable, you're about to make a breakthrough. That's what that uncomfortable feeling is about. You're about to make a breakthrough. It may take you a bit, it may take you a week, but then something will click and say, that sounds very familiar. Let me explore that. Let me be open and see what happens. Yeah, that's us, dear ones. We have to explore. We cannot be closed-minded. But, as I said, we cease to exist. But since we're here, and I don't really like to say but, since we're here, no, it is a blessing that we are here because it is a gift. So we are here in this life to have the best time, to fall in love, to eat great food, to dance, to sing, to have good conversations. This is why we're here. And we're here to break down those structures. Yeah, I know I am, because I used to be in those structures. And I'm no longer in those structures. I cannot fit in them. My presence is too big, and so is yours. Yeah. So the new earth, we don't have those structures because those structures are limiting and we are unlimited. Okay? So we can't even be in that. That's not even a true statement. But whatever you perceive, remember now, if you perceive yourself to be limited, then that's the life you will live. You will live a limited life. So we are what? Shifting the perception in this video. So when we leave from this broadcast, all the notes you have taken, I want you to circle back to how do I perceive myself and take it from there. Okay? And start adding things, maybe one thing that you love. Okay? Add it to your life now. One thing that you love to do that you probably haven't done in a long time, and start doing it and see what happens. Yeah, see what happens. Because when we all start to explore new parts of ourselves or parts of ourselves that we have forgotten about. Oh, I forgot I like to dance. Oh, let me go somewhere and dance. Or let me just dance in my house. I forgot I like to dance. You see what I'm saying? We forget because this earth experience, our memory is wiped clean. So you don't know. You just don't know. You forget, you forget, you forget. But Here, I am here aligning you to help you to remember. All right, beautiful ones. Yes. So you are the power. Okay. You are the alchemist. You are a transmitter and a receiver. And you are always receiving down from the gateway. Yeah, there's a gateway that filters down into your crown. Everyone has a crown chakra. Filter down in information. Yeah. This is how we all receive information. Because what did I say? We are all intelligence. Okay? You are intelligence in a body. That's what you need to know. And when you can shift your perception to that, then if you're holding on to limited beliefs and things, this shift is going to shift you out of that. Okay? It's a part of the life journey. All of it is. All right, beautiful ones. So I am going to end this live stream. New Earth Magic is you. A simple change in perception is all it takes. So shift your perception today. And if anyone feels the need, if your heart resonates and want to dive deeper, I will place my email. You can have a free consultation with me because I am a hypnosis practitioner. Okay. I'm a Reiki master. I'm a signature of the soul practitioner. I'm a love light language facilitator. All of these things that I do are natural practices that I have learned throughout the course of my life because I'm a natural born healer. Okay. No synthetics. My soul has led me to be natural. And this whole video right here is a healing space. It is helping you to align to the true loving essence that is you. All right, beautiful ones. So, as I said, a lot of the collective does not venture within to learn about itself. But the ones who do, they open up a brand new world of infinite possibilities. They begin to heal themselves. Yeah. All of these traditional so-called illnesses that we created, you can actually heal all of that. That is if your soul allows you, if you learn the lesson. Yeah, you need to know that. We have to learn the lesson. If you don't learn the lesson, your soul is going to allow you to experience that dis-ease. Yeah, because we are all here to learn, to grow, to elevate. And when we do that, as I just said, you are liberating yourself. You're freeing yourself. You're freeing yourself from the illusions. And what did I say? I said this whole life journey is a dream. Okay? But you can rise above that because you are the source of your reality, the master that is mastering yourself. Yeah. All right, beautiful ones. Let me tell you, I get so much joy and I am passionate about this when I talk about us, when I connect with other souls to help them realize some things that could be really simple. That you just need to make a little tweak in your life, and it can just change everything. So we're starting today with shifting your perception. So I hope you took good notes. I hope you write down the main question. How do you perceive yourself? And take it from there. And I will place my email. Like I said, if you want to dive deeper, if you want any of your, my website is being worked on, so it's not up right now. That's why if you want to reach out to me, you have to email me. And we can take it from there. It just depends on what you're searching for, what you want to learn. I can help you with foundation practices, just anything simplistic that will help you make those necessary changes. Because every single person is awakening on the planet. This is the massive awakening for humanity. Yeah. So I will be having videos daily talking about these things. You can quantum jump, but we have to first shift that perception. Yeah, we have to. Because when you do that, that means you are integrating all of the old limited stuff. You're integrating to a more expansive you that sees you. That's what it is. We have to see ourselves. We have to know ourselves. If we don't, we stay in that limitation. And that's the illusion. Yeah, that is the illusion. Because there's nothing limited about us at all. All right, beautiful ones. I'm sliding down. So comfortable. So enjoy the rest of your day. Change your perception. And let's keep it moving. All right, beautiful ones. May love, may light guide you throughout your day. Take care.